Greetings to all of the excellencies at the 42nd session of the FAO conference. I hope and wish that you, your families, and the citizens of your countries are safe and doing well in these difficult times of the COVID-19 pandemic. I am happy to participate in the 42nd session of the FAO conference, being held virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. India is a founding member of the FAO and has played a significant role since the organization's inception, both as chair and as member of its various statutory bodies and committees. I would like to congratulate the Food and Agriculture Organization on 75 glorious years of service to humanity on the 16th of October 2020. To commemorate the long-standing relationship between India and the FAO, the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra has released a special 75 rupee commemorative coin, which aptly combines the themes of agricultural production and nutrition in its motto, "A country will shine if the nutrition is right." The country program framework, prepared by FAO India in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare of the Government of India, is aligned with our national priorities. It also takes a most necessary multi-sectoral approach. The FAO has benefited from India's vast repository of knowledge, which it shares globally among the member nations. India has been working closely with the FAO, extending technical expertise and assistance in instances of transboundary pests, mainly fall armyworm and desert locust. I acknowledge the support of the FAO in endorsing the Indian proposal for an International Year of Pulses, which was celebrated back in 2016, as well as for proclaiming 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Agriculture has been one of the major success stories of post-independence India. The Green Revolution, the White Revolution, the Blue Revolution, along with the public distribution system and price support system for farmers, are unparalleled throughout the world. Thanks to the vision of policymakers, the ingenuity of our agricultural scientists, and the labor of our farmers, India is self-sufficient in food grains. In fact, India is the leading or the second biggest producer of several agricultural commodities. Agriculture has always been a high priority for India, and the government of India is always committed to the welfare of our farmers. The COVID-19 pandemic has further put the spotlight on the sector. India, with its tremendous growth trajectory in the field of agriculture, will continue to share best practices and to build the capacities of other developing countries. I note with satisfaction that the agriculture sector in India performed well during the severe COVID-19 pandemic and registered all-time high production levels. That's 305 tons of food grains, with exports thereof contributing to global food security. Faced with the debilitating COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020, the government of India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra took swift action on different fronts so as to ensure that the farming calendar was not affected by the restrictions imposed during lockdowns. These initiatives undertaken by the Government of India ensured the timely sowing of crops, the availability of agricultural inputs, and proper harvesting and procurement of said crops. Significant policy and legislative decisions were taken during this period to liberalize agricultural marketing so as to transform Indian agriculture for the benefit of farmers and consumers. Special parcel trains with refrigeration facilities, the Kisan Rail, were introduced by Indian Railways to transport essential commodities, including perishable horticultural produce, milk, and dairy products, from production centres to the large urban markets across our vast country, creating a win-win situation for producers and consumers. To improve the situation of our workers and to provide them with relief during the COVID pandemic, the Government of India launched the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package. Under this scheme, free food grains were provided to 810 million beneficiaries. In May, the scheme was further extended so that workers will continue to benefit from it through to the month of November. More than 137,000 rupees crore have been transferred to the bank accounts of over 100 million farmers under the PM Kisan scheme to provide income support to the farmers. Excellencies, India is conscious of its commitments under the Climate Change Pacts and is taking effective steps in various sectors to combat climate change, as well as to mitigate its adverse impacts. India has launched various projects under the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture to develop, demonstrate, and disseminate the techniques needed to make agriculture resilient to the aforementioned adverse impacts of climate change. India is promoting organic farming on a large scale. I am convinced that the unflinching efforts of the Food and Agriculture Organization and its member nations will improve agricultural productivity, end hunger and malnutrition, thereby going a long way towards making the world a safer, a healthier place to live in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind attention.